Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to our distance learning for today. Let's remember some rules that we should follow inside our classroom. I will give you time to read by yourself this time. Let's start. Today we will study lesson 12, a school exchange trip. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to report WH questions and report also yes/no questions. Here, just let us remember the words that we read. School exchange, Mexican, French, university, guitar, instrument, interview, head teacher, surprise. School exchange trip, it means that you can visit another school in another country and they also can visit your school. So this is exchange trip. Mexican people who live in Mexico. French, also people who live in France. University, after graduating from the high school, you can join the university. Guitar, it's an instrument, a tool. You can play music. So an instrument like guitar, piano, oud. Interview, to meet someone and to speak, ask and answer questions. Head teacher, like supervisor, like your class teacher, like the principal. Surprise, giving you something nice, makes you feel excited. If you remember, reported. Last class we learned how to change the question, direct question, into reported question. This question here, how old are you? This is direct, face to face. We need to change it into reported question. You should use what? He asked me, they asked me, she asked me. How old? I will write how old, and then I will write the subject, I or he, and change the verb into the past. So it will be, he asked me how old I was. Where do you live? Number 2. He asked me where I lived. What's your favorite kind of holiday? They asked me what my favorite kind of holiday was. Okay. Today our reported speech is yes/no questions. If you have a question, start with are, do, can, helping verb. We said that we should use F. So they asked me F. Why I write F? Because the question here starts with are, or do, or can, or is, or does. Okay? So I will join with F. So they asked me if I, and they change are into was American. Do you like football? So they asked me if. I use F. Why F? Because do, helping verb. If I liked, so I change like into liked, from present into past simple. Can you play an instrument? So they asked me if, because the question here starts with can, helping verb, model, auxiliary verb. So if I could is the past of can, and an instrument. Report now these questions and remember to use F. The first one, are you good at football? They asked me if he was good at football. If he. So I change the question into the sentence. Start with subject and then verb and then object. They asked me if. Why I write F? Because this is a question start with R. Do you like Copan food? They asked me if he liked Cuban food. Can you speak French? They asked me if he could speak French. Now it's time to open the activity book, page 166. We need now to do what? Lucas is an exchange student. We need to write the question class 7 asked him. So what are the questions that class 7 asked Lucas? They asked me what my name was. This is reported. We need now to write the question direct. It's the opposite now. We need to change from reported question into direct question. They asked me what. So you have here what. So I will start the question with what. My name was. It will be is. Change it into present. What's your name? Number 2. They asked me where I came from. So the question word here is where. So where do you come from? Do you come from? Come present, because it was past, I changed it from the past into the present. Number 3, they asked me what my favorite football team was. So what is your favorite team? What's your favorite team? Number 4, they asked me what I usually had for breakfast. So what do you usually have for breakfast? Number 5, they asked me if I wanted to go to university. Reported, question, wanted, past. So here you have if. It means that the question starts with what? If I wanted, here past. So I will start with do. So do you want to go to university? Do. Why I ask with do? Because here if and you have wanted past, main verb. Number 6, they asked me if I lived in a house or in an apartment. Do you live in a house or an apartment? Number 7, they asked me if I wanted to visit lots of countries. Do you want to visit lots of countries? The last one, they asked me if I could play football. If I could, you have could, so they will start with can. Can you play football? So now in this activity we change it from reported into direct, from past into present. The last exercise here, number 5. You have been to an interview at a new school. Your parents want to know what the head teacher asked you. Here are the questions. Report them to your parents. Report, it means that say them to your parents, to your father and mother. Number 1. Do you want to live in another country? This is direct. And this is question. And starts with do. If it is a question, she asked me, he asked me, they asked me. And I will write if. Why if? Because the question here starts with do. So if I, and then I will change want into wanted and complete. She asked me if I wanted to live in another country. Number 2, which languages do you speak? Which languages do you speak? So she asked me which languages I spoke. I changed speak into spoke, from present into the past. Number 3, what are your favorite subjects? She asked me what my favorite subjects were. Where in the past, because here are in the present, change it into where. Do you play any sports? She asked me if I played any sports. Can you swim? She asked me if I could swim. Change can into could. Number 6, what do you like doing in your free time? She asked me what I liked doing in my free time. 7. Do you find it easy to make new friends? She asked me if I found, change find into found, it easy to make new friends. 8. What do you want to do in the future? She asked me what I wanted to do in the future. Do you want to look around the school? Do. She asked me if, because of do, if I wanted to look around the school. Number 10. Does anything surprise you? She asked me if anything surprised me. The last one. Do you have any questions? She asked me if I had any questions. You will find this activity the same, similar to this activity on LMS. So you can do the same. Please check your answer from here. Thank you very much, y'all. See you in the next class. Bye.